Maybe one day is officially over. Every day can be the start of something new. Day one of loving yourself. Day one of living authentically. Day one of making valuable connections with yourself and the world. This is your place of health, of love, and of life, empowering the start of your journey. You will never again say, maybe one day. Hey cutie heads, welcome to day one. I'm Tiff Day, I'm your host, and your journey starts now. Welcome back to day one. I am so excited to be back with all of you and to share this beautiful community and to get going. In this episode, I just want you to see kind of the things that we've been working on, where we are today, and I want you to meet my new team members and kind of get to know all of us a little bit better. So the biggest difference that you're going to see with day one is that we have brought everything to one spot. We have my fitness page and all of my fitness products, but we are also going to have our podcast and blog posts and my website. So you can find everything all together. Another big difference with day one is that you are going to be able to have multiple things to connect to our community. You can work out with us. You can watch us on our YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can go and read our blog posts that will kind of interact with all of our different medias. And we can all just kind of grow and become a bigger, better community together. Just so you know, with today, we kind of scratched the surface on a lot of topics. With day one, we're going to dive a lot deeper and really get to the nitty-gritty of things. So you can count on more from my life, going from dating to divorce to family to things that are important to me or to the community. And I'm so excited and be prepared. Okay, so I am so excited about my team members. I want each of you to come and get to know them a little bit better. We are back with our podcast and with a team.
What's up, everyone?
And I'm so excited to introduce you guys to them and have you know exactly what they're doing for day one and a little bit about who they are. So, ladies first.
I'm not a lady, hardly. Hi, everyone. I'm Taylor. I've known Tiffany most of my life, actually. I grew up hanging out with her kids, and you were kind of like, in my life a lot growing up. It's been a long time.
It's been a lot of years.
And so just kind of a little bit about me. By day, I'm a content marketing manager at a tech company. And by night, I run my own business doing content writing, copywriting, brand strategy, and digital marketing. So I love marketing. I love working with other companies and helping them kind of like bring their content vision to life. And that's the long and short of it.
And she's seriously a genius. She's graduating with a master's, and that's all I want to say.
I like how you just like get that in there right at the end.
I wanted to say it. I think everyone should know how amazing you are.
I like to suffer, and I'm about to graduate with my master's.
It's important business.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Hi everyone, my name is Dylan. Y'all know me. I do image creation for TIFF and video editing and all that kind of stuff with production, yay. And so the video you're watching right now, I'll be editing later, so hi future Dylan.
He basically takes what I say and makes it sound a lot better on film.
And he does like beautiful things. Like you're so creative.
Yeah, you're kind of underselling yourself.
Oh,
right
am
now.
I?
Do I need to give your intro?
Maybe.
Like he's kind of a genius himself.
Oh, thank you. My goal, basically, this is my job. I take what you write, what your ideas are, and we create a visual aspect to it.
Yeah, that's the best way to explain that.
Yeah.
I understood that.
Okay, there we go.
So because Taylor is a marketing specialist, she also kind of helped bring this brand to life. So tell us all about that. Go.
Yeah, so it's funny, I started talking to Tiff about what she was doing with her platform, I think end of last year, right?
Yes.
And I noticed that she had a great podcast that was getting a lot of viewership. And then she also had a really great fitness platform that she was kind of working on. And she was actually like working with everyone one-on-one in her program. And so I saw this and I saw kind of like the two different platforms. And I was like, how cool would it be if we put them together in one place under one brand? Because I noticed that so many people on your fitness page would really like when you talked about lifestyle tips and health tips and a lot of the things you were talking about in your podcast, and vice versa, right? A lot of people that were listening to your podcast had a lot of interest in what you were doing on the fitness side. And so we got to talking, and really, I just want to talk about a little bit where the name Day One came from. It was just that you want everyone to be able to feel like they can start over no matter what. Like, whether it's with their relationships, with their life, with their fitness, with eating healthy, just all these things that, you know, we're so hard on ourselves about and we want to get right the first time. You know, our relationship with ourselves is not linear and we can't always get it right the first time. So that was a huge source of inspiration for me. And I wanted to use the word day because, you know, I mean,
It's special to me.
it is, and it is symbolic because it does, like, you know, it's your maiden name. You chose to change your name back after your marriage or after your divorce, and that is a big deal because I think it does symbolize a lot of your, like, your newfound independence and, like, just the new life that you're creating,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And in a lot of ways, you did start over, and in so many great ways for yourself. And so Day One just kind of came to me randomly one night. I was like, you know what? Like, every day is kind of day one. You know, we're never going to know exactly who we are because we change all the time. And so, like, every time you want to try something or start something new or be healthier, you can do that tomorrow, you know? And I think that is really like the core of what the brand means. Some people love to read, some people love to watch, some people want one-on-one support, and I feel like having content that kind of fits everyone's needs is great. I do have to give a shout out to my friend. I did not build the website on my own. I am not a web designer, but you know, I know my way around. I'm just not her. But I'll link her information below. But Kennedy Mason is one of my greatest friends, and she helped so much with little website details that are so complicated, and she made them so simple. And you know, I mean, it takes a village to do these projects. You know, working with Dylan, working with her, working with Tiffany. It was really a group effort, 100%. So.
And it's been so fun.
It really
Like,
has.
it's been fun
It really
to, like,
has.
have these ideas because
Yeah.
there's a million going on, and to like send them out and to just have everything like start to come together. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are amazing. So
Well, I mean, you're kind of the face.
Yeah, no, it's
You know?
it's the easiest thing to like create beautiful imagery for something that's beautiful, you know? So
Very well said.
all right, cutie heads, we are going to take a minute to get to know our team, and they're so great and they're so funny. So we have some really great get to know you questions, and guess who's going to ask them?
Hopefully you.
I'm asking
I
them.
don't know if
It's
they are.
me. It's me. All right, first question. If you could recommend one book, what would it be?
So my favorite book, and it's a book that kind of changed the game for me. I read it last year. It's called Essentialism.
no, my favorite book is honestly a series of books. It's the Game of Thrones.
So my favorite book is The Alchemist.
Oh,
That's a great one.
Okay, I can't tell you the author's name because it's been a couple years since I read it, but that was a game changer for me.
Appreciate
Next
you.
question. What is your favorite form of self-care? Dylan, you go first.
Oh,
this time.
nature walks, baby. I love me a good nature
was
walk.
good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Guys, let's go on a nature walk sometime.
Done.
What do you know more about than anyone else?
My
Or what do you know the most about?
Oh, this is so random. Ancient Egyptian funerary practices. What about you?
I know how to get your white shoes as white as when you bought them.
No way.
I'm
Can
a
I bring you some of my white
serious. I'm not kidding.
That
Well,
out.
what's the secret? What, like, I just have thrown them in the washer.
It's a secret. if I
leak-
told you,
you can't leak anything.
No, like there is actually a process.
Okay.
What is your guilty pleasure? Donuts.
Yeah, I would say like if my social battery is like burnt, video games. I'm gonna dedicate like a whole weekend to doing nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I like TV shows that a lot of people hate.
Okay.
It's my guilty pleasure. One of them being Shark Tank. Okay, I still watch Shark Tank like every single week. I love when people get told no.
What is an irrational fear that you have?
What if I had a lazy eye and just didn't know? You know what I'm saying?
That's not an irrational fear.
Like-
That could be a real thing. I sound like a 2-year-old when I say that.
I mean, I just talked about a lazy eye.
So, when my kids are gone and I'm home alone,
Yeah.
I'm afraid there's things under my bed. I am. Or I'm afraid like someone's hiding behind my door. I'm also afraid that there could be a zombie apocalypse.
We would kick butt. Are you kidding me?
See, I would not. I don't.
Oh, I would.
I don't think I have
Rock it.
survival instincts. I've talked about this a lot.
Get on our team.
Yeah, get on.
So,
Day one's out here surviving the zombie
not me,
apocalypse.
dude. Not me. I'd be like, what's the point? Actually, funny story about that. My boyfriend and I watched Survivor, and he's
Yes.
always like, "Do you think we could do this?" Like just as a joke, you know. Maybe he's serious. I think it's a joke, and I'm like, "Hell no, dude. There's not enough money in the world. I am not doing that. I'm just not that girl. I'm just like, no.
No.
Thank you."
No, there was one episode where they were wrestling and fighting each other for sausages. Not even immunity, sausages. And my irrational fear, I have two. Heights is really big for me.
That's not irrational. I'm
That is
terrified of
real.
heights. You could fall down and die. That's
Yeah,
irrational.
that is like death waiting for you.
But like on the ski lift.
Also real.
Okay, all right. So I
That's
feel less
fair.
crazy. And then
You're
the
not-
ocean is number 2. Nothing
Are
terrifies
you
me.
afraid like there's a big ginormous monster
No.
as big as a boat that will swallow you?
That
Because that's also not irrational.
that could happen at any minute, girl.
Well, I would not be getting in the ocean at night.
No.
Like, it's one thing during the day.
For me, it's the depth of water. It's not necessarily, yes, what's in it kind of freaks me out, but it's the depth of water. I don't know why. Like
at that.
paddleboarding in Lake Powell is terrifying for me because I love slot canyons, right? And I hike around all the time.
Yeah.
And so as I'm paddleboarding, I just picture me floating above like a 150-foot precipice, and that terrifies me.
What is an embarrassing story about yourself?
My threshold for what's embarrassing is a little bit higher than everyone else's. But okay, there was a time where my mom embarrassed the hell out of me.
I already know this story. I know this story.
I know you do. So I got in an argument with my mom as a preteen, and I was like, you know, you never tell me you're proud of me. You're not proud of me. Okay? I know when you're proud, and you're not proud right now.
And you were in junior high. Let's just note
Yeah.
this.
So the next day, you know, I forget about the argument because, you know, everything that happens in the next 5 minutes is the end of the world at that
Right.
age. So the next day she picks me up from school, and she used to pick me and my friends up from school. She was that mom. And she gets there so early. So the first thing I see when I walk out is her car smack in front of like the middle school door. And she has this huge, like, glittery poster that says, "Taylor, I'm so proud of you,"
Oh.
attached to the side of the car. I sat in protest and was like, I will not go out to the car.
Oh my
And so
god.
at that point, there was like a crowd that was like, "Oh, that's funny. Isn't that your car?"
Picture this. It's 8th grade. Or no, excuse me. It's first day of high school. So it was like a big deal. You know, as a freshman,
Kind of a
you're
big
like
deal, yeah.
nervous and whatever. I'm late for the bus, no surprise. And so I'm running and sprinting to the bus. I have my belt in one hand and like my shoes in another. Like I literally ran out the door half naked. I finally get on the bus and my pants literally fall in front of everyone. And everyone laughed at me.
Oh, poor baby Dill.
So that's how I started my high school, and it just got worse from there.
This might be TMI, And I'm gonna.
No such thing.
That's
I
what
don't
we
really
roll.
get embarrassed, but at this moment in time, I was mortified.
Sure.
I am in the hospital having my second baby, and the epidural was not working. And anyone that's been in labor, you feel like you have to basically shit. I don't really know what else. Take it down. Whatever.
Yeah.
Say it however you want to say it. Okay.
Basically shit.
So it's like those awful, like, and they're hard and they're coming all the time. And
Did one come?
guys, I shit on the table. Like on the table. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want my husband to look and see that I pooped on the table. I don't want the nurse to come in and have to wipe my ass. And guess what? All of the above.
Oh.
What would you consider your most important quality?
Sorry, can you ask that again? Because I was just shifting around like a crazy ass.
Please.
I really don't.
People can come to me with anything, whether it's like a best friend
I believe that.
or a complete stranger. People just like, whatever reason, they like feel it's okay to like divulge to me their life story, their deepest, darkest secrets, what they're feeling, like, and I love it actually.
Yeah.
Like I don't take advantage, and like
Right.
that's, if it's a secret, it's our secret, but like I would say that's the most important thing. I want to be like someone you could, in any setting, could come to.
I think I'm a relatively outspoken person,
I love this about you.
but I think within that, my favorite quality about myself is that I'm never afraid to ask a question. And I've noticed, like, you know, in higher education and in like the workforce, a lot of people don't want to look stupid. And so they just spare themselves and they don't ask the question. But it's like, you save a lot of damn time just asking the damn question. And I like being that person for people that will say, this doesn't make sense to me. Because I bet you anything, 3 other people are like, oh my God, thank God, it does not make sense to me either. You know?
Mine is, you don't really have to tell me how you feel. Like, I know.
That's very
Like
true.
when you walk in, I know. Or if I walk into a room, I know what's happening, and you don't even have to say anything.
That's actually very, very true. I think that's why people can be so vulnerable with you, because it doesn't feel so, they're not like bearing their soul. I think you already have like a gauge of how they feel, and they feel comfortable to talk about it, you know, because of that.
I hope so. I think that's it.
Yeah.
What is a hidden weird talent that you have? I have one. I know how to brand cattle.
What? You know how to do what?
I know how to brand
What does that
cattle.
even mean?
There's rubber bands you put around the boys' buckles so they fall off. Rocky Mountain oysters, guys. Also,
Okay.
yeah, my grandpa was a farmer.
I can talk like Donald Duck.
Okay, well, you realize what you've just
I
done to
know.
Yeah,
yourself.
now
Exactly.
you have to share that
I
with
know.
everyone. So go into the mic.
It's not
Into
very
the
good.
mic.
It's not like
I'm
perfect.
gonna be in shambles.
It's
I need
not
to turn
perfect,
away.
but like. I don't think I've ever showed you that. I don't think Kate even knows that I can do that.
I have these crazy dreams. I get a lot of my like ideas about stuff in my dreams. I literally am that psychopath that writes stuff down. Like I have a notepad or something next to my bed sometimes, and I like write something down. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea, and then I actually will act upon the idea the next day. But like it's like a thing. Like I'm like not totally awake when I'm writing this down. It's weird as hell.
Whoa.
That is
That's like a
awesome.
I don't
useful
think
talent.
that people are like, she crazy.
No.
She is not crazy. She is so smart.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But yeah, that's a thing. So most of the time it's just in my phone, but like, yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't know. Does that count?
I don't think it's weird. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, that's like a superpower.
Before I sign off, I just want to tell each of you thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for just being a part of this journey with me. Without each of you, day one wouldn't even be here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope each of you take the time to go follow our Instagram page and check out my website at tiffday1.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you never miss our episodes.